Hello, detectives, and welcome. Today, you are on a very important mission. Your goal? It's to master what we call the art of the great guess. We're going to learn how to predict what's coming next, and you won't need a crystal ball. Nope, all you'll need is your brain. So, you ready to start our investigation? Let's do this. So, what is this superpower we're talking about? It's called inductive reasoning. And really, it's all about being a pattern hunter. You just look for clues from things that have already happened to make a super smart guess about what's going to happen next. Think about it like this. If your dog wags its tail like crazy every single time you pick up its leash, your brain starts connecting the dots. Leash plus a wagging tail equals we're going for a walk. See, you just used induction. Now, a great detective doesn't just guess out of nowhere. No way. You build your case piece by piece, like you're building with blocks. The blocks you'll use are things like repetitions, like the sun rising every single morning, and patterns, like having pizza every Friday at school, and resemblances, which is just a fancy word for when things are alike, like how two different kinds of super sour candy both make your face scrunch up. When you put these clues together, you build a really, really solid guess. All right, it is time to open up your detective toolkit. Your very first secret weapon is actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly powerful. We call it the super counting tool. Okay, so this tool is all about counting things. It basically works on the it always happens rule. Let's say you're eating a bunch of grapes. You eat one, it's sweet. Yum! You eat another one, it's also sweet. You eat a third and, yep, sweet again. Your brain starts counting and says, hey, I'm pretty sure this whole bunch of grapes is going to be sweet. See? You're a pro at this already. Okay, detective, time for a little field training. Let's put that new super counting tool to the test. It's time to solve your very first case. Dun 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 dun. The pizza mystery. Take a look at these clues from the school lunch calendar. On Monday, what do the cafeteria serve? Pizza. On Tuesday, yep, more pizza. And on Wednesday, you got it, pizza again. We have a repetition here, right? A pattern. So, using your super counting tool, what is your great guess for lunch on Thursday? That's right, pizza. Case closed. Nice work. Excellent work, detective. Now let's grab the next gadget in your toolkit. This one is all about using your eyes and noticing when things seem kind of similar. Introducing the Lookalike Logic tool. This tool is simple, but it is so useful. If you know that one brand of cheesy puffs is super delicious and turns your fingers that bright orange color, and then you see another brand that looks exactly the same, same color, same puffy shape, you can make a great guess that it's also going to be delicious and turn your fingers orange. You're just using what you know about one thing to figure out something new. Let's test this out. Imagine you've played game A. It had a hero who jumped all over the place and collected gold coins, and it was super fun. Now you see game B. This one also has a hero who jumps around, but this one collects gold rings. They look and act really similar, don't they? So using your lookalike logic, what's your great guess? Game B is probably fun. Wow, you are on a roll. Time for our final tool. This one's all about using numbers and playing the odds to make the smartest bet you possibly can. Get ready for the most likely move tool. So here's how this tool works. If you have a big group of things, and most of them are a certain way, you can make a really strong guess that the next one you pick will be that way too. Imagine a giant jar of jelly beans, and almost all of them are red. If you close your eyes and grab one, what color is it probably going to be? Red. You're just playing the odds. Okay, let's try it. Check out this silly socks survey from a classroom. A whopping 90% of the kids are wearing silly, colorful socks. Only 10%, that's not very many, are wearing boring ones. So, if a new kid walks through that classroom door, what's your most likely guess? They are probably wearing silly socks. The numbers say so. Okay, listen up. This is important. You've learned the tools, you've cracked the cases, but every single master detective has to know the limits of their powers. It's time to talk about the danger zone. So I want you to think about this carefully. After all this pattern hunting and all this clue finding, can your great guess ever turn out to be wrong? Yes, it absolutely can. And this is probably the most important rule for a brainy boss to remember. Inductive reasoning gives you a strong guess, a really good one, but it is not a 100% guaranteed fact. Just because the cafeteria serve pizza 3 days in a row doesn't mean they absolutely can't serve tacos on Thursday. Patterns can break, so you always have to be ready for a surprise. But hey, don't let that stop you. You've made it through your training. You've learned to use all the tools, and you understand the rules. So, congratulations, detective. Consider this your graduation day. You're now officially an induction expert and a certified pattern hunter. So here it is, your official detective toolkit. You now know how to find patterns with a super counting tool, you know how to make comparisons with a Lookalike Logic tool, and you can check the numbers with the most likely move tool. Go out into the world and use that amazing brain power. And just remember, the more clues you collect, the better your great guess is going to be. Now, get out there. What patterns will you spot today?